Hey, what's up, guys? Jake here, getting back some Dream Daddy. We're hanging out at the barbecue, and we're going to talk to Matt, Hugo, and Craig. Who are these gentlemen, I suppose? Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. So, dudes? Well, I don't think it's fair to compare the two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of the time and place, and trying to take advantage of something like that, say the Rococo period, and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding in the context in which the work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be busily talking, that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Here's the thing, I love art. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong. I think there's no harm in comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? Dude, I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Well, I mean, that's pretty subjective. How do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's a Magritte, you imbecile. Right, art. Sorry. You're fine, dude.
I don't know.
We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws his hands in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements! How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractest beauty of cubism? I don't know, but you just described art as thick and creamy, so I'm gonna need you to step down, my dude. Man, that's all way above my head. Me too, dude. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it, and that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that! Hugo, please, shut the fuck up. Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Aren't you an English teacher? Why aren't you an art teacher, my dude? Daddy, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everyone's been super friendly, except for you two talking about art all the fucking time. Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. Isn't Amanda a little old to be making fucking flower crowns? What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look really cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Oh my god, he actually put the flower crown on. That's adorable. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope, but you're slightly less uncool when you were before you put it on. Hey daddy, this is my daughter. No fucking shit, this isn't just some random flower crown salesman. Hello, hi child. I'm Carmista. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making fucking friends. Yeah, actually. Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop that we've never been to? And my old college friend. And, he's your teacher. What? Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors. Oh. Yup. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Oh my god, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. I'm so proud of her. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? I don't fucking know. Whoa. Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spawn him because his eyes go wide. Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega! Really? That's what you named him? Ernest Hemingway? Fuck you. Are you smoking? Oh. Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nah, dude. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. Then it sprawled onto my lawn and burned down half my yard, too.
Oh, no.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Oh, he looks like a winner. I like this kid.
Oh.
Hey everyone, sorry about that. Daddy, this is my son, Ernest. Hello, hi child. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter? Ernest! Okay, I'm in 8th grade. Are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you, Ernest. You go, Ernest. Team Ernest. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch, damn. Ernest! Oh, yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts his earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was, it was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. He's really having a rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he certainly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get, other than, like, a dictator or whatever. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? What? I'm cool as a cucumber. Check this out. See, that right there. You can't say that. Oh. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know, dude. Whoa, did I just fast forward? That was weird. Okay, anyways. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Dude, Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool, right? Oh. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Oh, what? Are you telling me you two aren't best friends? Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me kind of think my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Daddy. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Oh yeah, just kick me out of the group. That's fine, you assholes. I don't need you. I got Joseph and Damien. I don't know who these people are. I spot Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Gotham Beyond by the grill. Oh, I remember him. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Oh, it's like that song. Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides something. I don't think I can rewind it, but I'm sure it's not important. Oh, it's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Daddy! I was just having a chat with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Gotham Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. Is that even possible? He's a vampire man. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously. That's the funniest line anyone has ever said in this game. And to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Gotham Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes! My daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Gotham Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over to Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood.
What?
Hey, Amanda! Would you consider yourself goth? Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but if I had to guess, I would choose more to describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Oh, Amanda. She's so wise. Bats are cool, though. Ugh, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thank you so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting Damien Blood March. This man's name is Blood March. You go, guy. You go. At your service. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. This fucking guy, I love him. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Hey.
Huh? Hey! Won't you come play with us? Nope. Amanda, don't do it. Come play with us. Forever. Yeah. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops in the conversation, wine in hand. I have no idea. Definitely not The Shining. Mary takes a long sip of wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? You knows, because that's from The Shining. She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? Yeah. You had him a moment ago, darling. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resistant. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth.
Come on.
I've squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, my darling, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be marvelous. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. They have a really good relationship, those two. Dad, can we go now? Lucian, have I introduced you to Daddy yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. Oh yeah, fuck this guy! Hey, I remember you. You're an asshole. What? That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you a vegetarian? Yeah. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people living in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. Yeah. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath in his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Who are we talking? Joseph? His sleeves are short. What are you talking about? What? Is that a tattoo? Yep. I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. I also once got anchor tattoos. What? That's so cool. Wanna see mine? No? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. Wow, real classy. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! Ugh. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? The devil and stuff, right? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. I don't know, got anchor tattoos primarily. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, taking a deep breath and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. Oh. You probably didn't know this, Daddy, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. Hey. He's unbelievable! Okay, and we're done. Look at that. I just remembered I have places to be. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Hey. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. I agree completely. You monsters. All the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Okay. That one's pretty good. 10 out of 10. You go. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out enjoying the perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Oh. Man, this is wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, huh? Feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. Oh. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Oh. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get in a babysitting game, she'll make a killing. Oh. Hey, why don't you add all of us on Dad Book? That's a thing you just made up. Dad Book? Oh god, it's real, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Huh. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the BBQ goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmista and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. You go, Amanda. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. And with that, I'm going to draw this episode to a close. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next week for more Dream Daddy with yours truly. I'll see you guys then.